that is what we say, cut off the supplier. Who is the supplier? Payday. When you cut off that supplier, yeah? Casado is a marker, a name marker. I'm talking of a playmaker. Don't ask me. Some people.
Coach, coach.
Good. After I must have spoken, we have avenue to ask questions.
Yes. Now. Okay. One house. Wait. One. Okay, coach. There's somebody on his feet, so let's. No. See. Let's let them cool down first. One hour, please, please, coaches. We have somebody on his feet. Please, let him finish so that. Exactly. Now that's why you know that.
That is what I can
do. Thank you so much.
Cut off the supplier.
Exactly.
If, for instance, I'm playing against
Beyond Limits,
I'm the only team that defeated Beyond Limits home and away.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm here. That's very good.
Ah.
I'm the only team that played draw here and defeated him at Oka.
Oh. What was the score in Oka?
1-0.
And you played 0-0 here. They too, they are planning for you this season.
So what I'm trying to say is,
yes.
Most of the time, you have a playmaker that is the
supplier.
When you have a team that have a playmaker who is the determinant.
Just like what they did to Chelsea when they played Liverpool about that Kopama. That day, if you watch that game, they reduced his contribution and it affected Chelsea, offensive play.
Secondly, you play compact in your fullbacks. You have fullbacks that must always go. Because Barcelona, they keep offside. So these two fullbacks, depending on where the ball is,
exactly,
they will beat that
offside trap.
Just two things.
Okay.
The supplier
and to do the overlapping.
My question is,
no, sorry. There is somebody who raised his hand first. Let him talk. Coach, sit down. Coach.
what is the contribution? How is the question? So that we can.
Oh, your own is a question. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. He said his own is question. Let him. Oh, yeah. Ask your question.
Barcelona with their playing coach, who's everybody. I would slightly disagree with you as a coach.
No, don't disagree. Just tell us your own. Don't leave agree and disagree. Just make your own contributions. No, excuse me. Hey, coach, please. Let's have one. He's standing. He's talking. Please, coach, what you want is your contribution. No disagreement. So don't use the word you will disagree with him. Just say your own. Coach Mike has spoken. Coach has spoken here. So say your own. So Coach, say your own. Yes. Yes. Listen, Coach.
The Barcelona team they have a playing coach.
Yes.
Madrid had a playing coach. All those once they're trained, they have coach. Everybody from 5, 10 like that, you know what to do. Pedri or not Pedri. The Barcelona system.
Okay.
If such a situation happens, and then you pick up whatever the other players do, how do you play?
Okay. Thank you. Good question. We'll get to that. The coach.
Thank you for the what I want to say is not about Barcelona or Real Madrid. I have like an observation and was bothering me. As all of us are, irrespective of the age, we know we are cultured as Nigerians.
Yeah.
And I want us to adopt something like we shouldn't be hostile to one another when we are playing one another as leader, as technical advisor or head coach.
When your team is meeting.
One another. When I came in was it Sunday night? At the camp there, somebody raised something as a fighter.
Listen to me.
He said coaches, let us form a WhatsApp group. Let us be interacting. I was so happy. But inside me, I have skepticism and I have my reservation that are we going to be united as colleagues or coaches? Because if I should come to Sangana home now, at the end of the day, maybe they have to exchange backgrounds for this thing. That means that maturity, that respect, that friendship, that sportsmanship is so important. I want us to call that habit of extending, that
What we're enjoying here now.
when we meet
So
one
when we,
another. Because to me, my own mentality, I don't see football as the end of the world.
it's the beginning of the
It's
war.
not do or die for film.
Thank you, coach.
Anytime people can ask, you can make inquiry about me. If I come to you, if you come to me, I will walk down to you before the game and embrace you, say hello to your bench. After the game, I will do the same thing. Because we are colleagues. Tomorrow we might work together.
Yes.
So whatever you sow now, that is what you do. So I want us to embrace one another. If I'm going to the east, this gentleman here we met recently preseason tournament Africa that they do. They were so
We saw the fellowship.
comport ourselves together. Although one or two teams misbehave, including the official, we cannot. I just want us to have zero tolerance for one another, so that our friendship can. This is what playing those years. Sani Sangana, we are still together now. We are. He said one thing that we are in the same group. Don't forget the OC in Lagos. We are OC in Lagos. It has to be
Like that, so that.
as leaders, technical advisor or head coach, it is what we have to be a role model.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good one. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Next
very much,
question.
the last speaker. Sorry, with the issue of analyzing Barcelona match, and I was very skeptical. I told him that because most of us who are even coaches and fans and supporters, people out there, they have inclination to a particular team. And anything you say about that team, they'll never believe it. So you can continue to argue from today to tomorrow, you will never come to a consensus. No way. Even when they know that you are saying the truth, they will never believe it. So I'm only very skeptical about discussing this. So I would have thought that that's what I want actually came in. I want to see whether I could get a clip of that match. If we are looking at that match, to analyze it as coaches. Do you understand what's happened on the field of play? But the moment you begin to discuss Barcelona, there are people who are, fans of. That is it. They can't do without Barcelona. So definitely we must have contradictory views.
Yes.
About opinions and whatever thing. That's what I want you to understand. Okay. So and then, what you said about forming a WhatsApp group is very, very important. Very important. For instance, the people who attended the CAF instructors course and whatever, we're in the same group. And I know we respect each other, irrespective of age. That thing bond us together, and in fact, we'll call each other when something happens here. We'll respond to that issue. If it's something that a very ugly incident, we'll commiserate with the person. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a very good idea if you can form this WhatsApp group. It will now enrich the NLL coaching crew, and when you begin to work together, nothing stops you from exchanging ideas. It's like I said earlier, you can exchange ideas on a particular issue. What matters is on the field of play. How are you able to transform that information you got to reality to give you results? And that's where ingenuity comes into play. That's okay. You ask somebody about maybe attacking system, or maybe any issue pertaining to coaching. You should be able to exchange that ideas. The application on the field of play is a different ballgame. Do you understand? And that's the way I see it. So I think it can strengthen the NRL coaches so that ideas will flow. The game will improve. Do you understand what I mean? Like I said earlier on, very good kudos to the management for organizing this kind of thing. Because with something we are missing at the grassroots and something we are missing at the academy level, you can bridge the gap now. You can bridge the gap by adopting these things we all discussed here. Do you understand me? We're discussing about, techniques and all whatnot. If you improve on it, like I keep saying, definitely the sky will be the limit of any coaches and then the teams. So I will really support you of forming that group. All of you should be part of it. Do you understand?
It's from
Okay, if it's formed, that's okay. I
So-
encourage you to continue to work with. Yeah.
Coach,
Thank
can
you
I
very
say
much.
something?
Yeah.
Thank you. Coach, I'm sorry, sir, for this issue on the floor, but I looked at it as a very simple thing. I don't really, at this level, because we have matured coaches here. I know human beings, what we are, but if you even have the opportunity to watch the game, which we are still, which we will still talk about, people who have that blood in them, they will still, but with what my colleagues have said here now, we've gotten information. I know there are still more information people can give, but I'm sorry that I put the thing on the floor before you came, and hopefully if we are lucky to watch it, we'll still make contribution, and I want to believe maybe one or two people might have a change of mind in what they have said, because now they will now see it more and they will not be biased, because I don't think at this level we are, I should be saying I'm a Barcelona fan, and as a result I will be saying what I don't need to say. So we have to be mature, and what Coach Gafar said is something good that we should try. I know it can be painful if you are losing a game, especially if you think but let's try. Even with the people who were watching, they still show that anger too. When something at the dugout, or you still say coaches, having small issue, but we just have to show maturity, friendship, to support ourselves, so that we can be better than, and that's the essence of this, coming together. So we thank God, and with no light situation now. For now, I've spoken to her, and there comes the light. Thank God. I've spoken to Coach Shivunide. He will give us 10 players and balls to it. So I'm now saying 4:45. We should go. So if there's anything. So gentlemen, we've agreed at 4:45 we should go to the field and do some practical demonstration, what coach has told us and taught us, and of course one exercise again for that, scanning the page, or, body orientation, one touch, just to do one exercise, so that we can now add more exercises when we get back, so that at any given time, either a player is expecting the ball or not, he should always have a good, posture, that at any time he can do good runs and so on and so forth. Thank you. So
if there are any questions in regards to what we have, the issues we have dealt with, the topics we have dealt with, please let's to allow us the remaining 50 minutes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I want to ask a question on the doctrine of God. Just from what I understand, the first one is you allow the players, first exercise, you allow the players participate in the drill. Maybe you are focusing on the coordination. You allow them to do it without correction. And the second stage, you make the correction while they are doing it. I'm right. Then the last stage is the one I don't really get. When you might have finished the correction in the second stage, then at the first stage, when they are doing it and the mistakes reoccur again, will you freeze and correct, or you still allow them the game to flow?
Good, Bella, please explain to them.
Coach, it's a good question. On the stages of this
Gap.
Coach,
warm-up. Second is the small-sided games. Third is the analytical, which is simple exercises without pressure. Fourth one is game 2, which you decide to play whether 8v8, 11v11, whatever. But at the last stage, you assume it's a normal match. You know, in a match, you don't enter football and do correction. So you stay by the side, from the side, you can do correction. You understand? I don't know if it's.
You understand it now?
The last one.
You make observation that will help you to analyze the match. At the end of the match or training, you should be able to sit down and say, this is what you observed. You made the correction earlier on. They didn't abide by it. They didn't do the correct. You understand? They didn't correct themselves. So this is now the mistakes and whatever, which will now lead you into the next training program. Do you understand? Lead into the next training program. Is that clear? But those things, they should be in sequence. That is thing in book now, gap method. Okay? So you should try and adopt it in your training programs. Okay? So is the equipment, you have to explain to them what you want to do. The warm-up is just over 10 minutes, starting with, like we said, you start with dynamic what? Stretching after the round. It doesn't have to be static. When you do that, then that's it. Go on to the next stage, that kind of thing. Okay? Then at the end of the training exercise, cooling down. Then what I've done, what do you now do? Static. Do you understand? Static. Yes. Starting is dynamic. The last one is static. So that's where you can now do stretching, you can sit down and pull your legs. Do you understand what kind of thing? So this one, that's the way it is. Okay? And remember, most of the warm-up is going to be game-oriented. Like we said, we have talked about technicalities of the game, right? So that is where you can choose an exercise that enable you to orientate them into the training program you want to adopt. Do you understand me? If it is passing, like we talked about, making passes with inside of the foot, outside of the foot, do you understand me? You can bring it into play, 2 against 1, one person 5 meters apart, about 10 players or 12 players or thereabout. They pass the balls, you approach the ball, return the pass, you come back with inside of the foot. At times, if we say, okay, want to use in step, at every stage of the technical training you're going to conduct, you use that kind of thing. Then tune up, then they stretch. Just 10 minutes. Okay? So, yeah. Okay, let me wait. We should see that is like what I thought of saying is you're going to awaken the system. That's the sense of, is it not true? Then the blood circulates. You just activate the body and the blood, all the nerves and the blood keep flowing. Because when you have blood flowing and everything, they can hardly get cramp. You can hardly get tear. Or like what most people do, they come into the field of play, they take the ball, boom, boom, they start shooting. You can even get tear on your body.
So you consider the weather too.
That's the thing.
The weather.
Now the weather is what we're now going to. If the weather is something that requires extra this thing, you increase it. Do you understand? If the weather is hot, it may not even be up to that 10 minutes. Yes, it may not be up to that. Do you understand? Yes. Yeah. So that 10 minutes is that's the least you can. Okay? Do you understand? Is that clear to everybody? Yes. Any questions again?
So the pronunciation you made, I don't know if I got it right. You said gap.
No, I think we are corrected now.
Is it G-A-G?
God.
Gap.
G-A-G.
Game. Analytical.
Game.
God.
G-A-G. Game analytical.
Yes.
Okay, the analytical is where the corrections.
Yeah.
So the analytical is where passing drills come in. After the small-sided game. Passing drills. The passing drills is the analytical where they do it easy without pressure.
Any pressure.
Okay.
I want to
Pardon?
Unity
Yeah.
of coaches is what you want from me. No matter how you have an enemy as coach, the day you go to your home, everyone to your home, you're supposed to shake hands. That's what most of Premier need. After and before the match. Before the match, you must shake together. No matter if your enemy, you must shake him. That's the fair play. That's what you see when they were having to as the Rangers. Then they had to sit to that case like that. No matter two of us, two of them, they are already. Before the match, they shake. After the match, they shake. But if not that, is the league body has to put up obligation. But it depends now if you are there too. After the match, you go and take small coffee or one bottle of beer. With the normal. If not that, you will come and beat you. I tell my wife because you will need it. Because sometimes of course we put it not like the people go. The people how they make a shape. It's not you say that you maybe it's not doing well, but it's not like that. The collaborate for what you say. You make the league body to put an obligation. Like because you see when they start match, you will see a body will not reach you, where they have said no reach. You come to you will not reach you. After the match, you run away. Now only for Premier League, the track and the MPFL, they do experimentation. That's what.
Okay, Sanchema, would you who know what? Do you know the cause of that? What would you attribute it to? No spirit of sportsmanship. That's the word. If you're a sportsman, you should imbibe that spirit. You can't win all the time. He cannot win all the time. He lose some, he wins some. He draw some. That's the game. You don't quarrel, get angry with your colleague for beating you or whatever. Maybe he may not have been the best in that particular match, but he was probably lucky. There's an element of luck in the game of football. One chance you can create up to 10 chances, you won't score anyone. But the other team will get just half a chance. They convert it. Do you understand? And that is where, if you have done your job very well, I emphasize on that thing. If you have done your side very well, that like I said, these techniques we are talking about, everything about goal scoring is about technique. How do you place the ball? How do you shoot? How do you pass? If you want to give a true pass to your teammate who is, making a run, are you going to put too much force on that ball so that the opponent gets the ball before him? You must weigh the pass. That's the essence of practicing this the techniques we are talking about. Passing with the inside of the foot. Even with outside of the foot, you can be looking here and you pass the ball with the outside of the foot. You know that the man is going to be, and if you are playing together, the understanding will be there. The person who get the ball, he knows what to do. He'll start making, and I will believe that you are going to be there. And in most cases, if you are playing together, understand yourself in the field of play, you get the ball there. So that is what. And then I will talk about playing as a team. If we're attacking. We're attacking or supporting each other. In fact, anybody that has a ball must have two supporters left and right. So you can pass here, you can pass here. You will not be caged. And even when you are marking, we lose position of the ball, we say start marking from where you lost the ball. It has to be a collective effort. You put pressure on the team to win the ball back. And any team that is doing this exactly in a match will definitely have, the day. So if you have not trained your team very well and probably you come in a match, you lose a match, you begin to transfer the aggression, the anger to your colleague. Man, you're not a sportsman. You're not supposed to be a coach. If I were you, I would want to now what was the secret? And you should share such things, share these ideas. Because tomorrow you might be in that team. You might be in that team. Or you go there, you begin to abuse the officials of the club and do everything because they beat you. Tomorrow they look at you as this man, this kind of man cannot handle my team. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is very, very important. We should be, even if our players or other officials, you should be able to correct them. And that is why we must constantly have a dialogue, meeting amongst ourselves. The players, the technical crew in the team, always have a meeting. discuss some of these issues. Anybody who is exhibiting any trait of, this thing that is not good for the spirit of the game, you can look at that's not the way to do it. We should be able to be polite. Football is a game of love and all whatnot. So we'll get it right, okay? Yeah.
I know. It's fine.
This is the last question, please. Welcome.
Mine is just one. But based on what my friend said, oh, wait for it. Talk about the principles of self-reliance. Because I have 2 months, 2 weeks ago, I had a problem with one of the player, my team was from the club. So I was very, very difficult. And happened to start playing. The guy doesn't know when we lost the ball, he doesn't know where to stay. When we had the ball, he doesn't know. When we have the ball, he doesn't know where to position himself. At this age, we are playing in the NNL. I said, well, it's not a problem. It's not this problem because even in the Premier League, some of don't really push their function in the club. Because when you lose the ball, based on the principles of the game, when you lose the ball, you must know where to start. Which area are you to start? When you're on the ball, where are you to stay? For example, I told them when we lose the ball, we were supposed to divide it into three. Based on the bench of vertical. Yes. Vertical division. Yes. Three. From the line of the from the line, there are 30 different spots. From there, I move the line to the other side. Same thing. I said, when you lose the ball, I want to see everybody that is in the bench to central area. To close their zone. It's very, very important. When you don't have the ball, spread so that you make space for any player to be able to play very well. So, what I'm trying to say is that we should be able, because now, for example, you want to buy a player from this country, I should be able to understand that their school is better from this country. Look for me to come and have no problem with me. But that is my advice. Everybody, whatever exercise you do, must keep it very, very important.
That principle.
Okay.
Of,
Yeah.
Everybody. For example, if you happen to buy a player from me, I ask him to do it freely. So if you don't, so I try to let them know that in most cases it's really important.
Okay.
So that's my advice to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
See,
you,
let me answer him for own benefits. Do you understand me? You see, a coach can ask players when you lose possession of the ball, come back to you, return to your own base. Is that enough? No. I'm asking all for. Is it enough?
It's not.
The discussion is not complete. What are you returning? What are you returning to do? I don't understand. You lost the ball there, and you're supposed to come back. What are you coming back home to do? Come and sleep in your home? At that time, you have lost position of the ball. Is it not true?
Yes.
You have lost position of the ball. The best thing you have to do is to come back and pick somebody. Do you understand me? You see, the message is not complete. Come back, return. Come back behind the ball and do what? Identify somebody. You bring on him, make sure he doesn't win the ball. Otherwise, you allow them end the ball in your net. I hope you understand. The message is come back. But that message is not complete.
It's out.
So we are coming back to identify an opponent who is supposed to be in position of the ball. So what do? You come back and mark, pick one person and mark. Stop them from getting to your 18 box. Sorry.
Coming back is going to come back behind the ball.
Behind no, okay, behind the ball and then do what?
Check your man.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now you are coming.
Yes.
I hope you understand what I'm saying. You are not coming.
When you come back behind the ball, check your man his position and you check yourself.
Yes, I see,
When the ball goes there, you close it.
that's what I'm saying. Listen, that's what I'm saying. That the message, because that player, don't blame that player. He said, come back. He can come back to his own half, behind the ball, and does what? Nothing. But we say, okay, we are attacking now. We say as soon as you lose possession of the ball in the opponent's third half, what do?
Protect your zone.
We have discussing something here. What is it?
Protect your zone. When you come back,
No, listen. As soon as you lose possession of the ball in the opponent's, let me say 18 yard box, what do? You start marking immediately from there. Pressure them not to take the ball to your own half. Quick transition, yes. You understand what I'm saying? That's the message. You see, you have to make this message as clear as possible to your players, so they will now understand what you are telling them. You say, "Come return." Okay, I don't come back now. It's because we say, "No, we say make we come back."
I was able to show them.
No. Listen, no. What I'm saying I'm not trying to. That's what I'm saying. Give them clear message, specific message, information. Once they understand it, that as soon as they lose possession of the ball, the first thing they do is to do what? Fall behind the ball if it is possible, and make sure you are marking from there. Stop them from taking the ball to your own half, because it's going to be dangerous. And the moment they allow them to take the ball to your own half, there will be confusion. Is that clear? Okay. So this is very, very clear. So we have to be very, very clear in our messages to our players. Otherwise, they carry it and go to another club, or the coach will come and meet them. Believe they don't know. They are doing what the more the coach. Okay.
You will be teaching them.
You will teach it. That's what.
That's why you're a teacher.
Are we okay now? Yes, I think we should go out and do some of these practical things we want to do. Okay. So please be in your canvas of that.
No, we don't
We're
get
going
the people.
Okay.
That
Okay. That's all right.
We've spoken to the young limits coach. It's interesting. That's so.
Very, very good.
Yes. Sorry, no, I was rushing.